This is a tutorial on how to bond two rabbits together. Hope you enjoy. So for the first step, I'm going to put the girl rabbit in one cage and the boy rabbit in the other. So you want to put them in two separate cages, but make sure they can sniff each other, and you want to do this for about a week. You can even do it for 3 days. You want to do it for at least 3 days to make sure that the rabbits like each other, and you should do it for 5 days. Both of these rabbits are neutered and spayed, so you don't have to worry about them breeding. The tort is a girl and the white is a buck. And you want to make sure that you get them spayed or neutered, even if they're 2 girls and 2 boys, because it'll take away the hormones and make sure that they don't fight. And these rabbits are already bonded, so you don't have to worry about them fighting. So we'll just let them do this for about 5 minutes for about a week, and do it 5 minutes each day so they get to know each other. And you can even swap it around. You can put the boy in the girl's cage and the girl in the boy's cage. So now we've swapped the cage, so the boy is in the girl cage and the girl is in the boy cage. So that they can sniff around and smell each other's scents and get used to each other being in each other's cages.
Alright, so right here we are showing that after you do the first steps for a few days, and they like each other, you can put them together like this, but don't let them go in their own little hideout.
The green one is the boy and the purple one is the girl. The opposite rabbit should not go in the other one. That is their home safe space. The spot in between the two is the common area. And you should have one officer, which is me right now, and I'm going to make sure that when they come together and they start fighting or humping, that I can separate them and put them in their own homes. Yet again, these rabbits are connected, so I'm just going to show you what it would be like and what you do when they come together. Okay? And if they start fighting, you can take them, Autumn, and you can put them in their own home. As she jumps out. Sorry, baby. Okay.
So in a second, we will show that we will switch their homes so that they can still smell each other's scent and share their own home. So right now we switched their homes, and Sparks right now is not really happy about it, but
he's in the girls' home, and Autumn has Sparks' home. So now they're not allowed in the other rabbit's home.
In their own home.
So we're going to let them play like this, and you want to do this for a week and a half maybe, about 5, maybe 10 minutes each, unless they start fighting or humping. So you want to make sure that you're doing it for a decent amount of time, but not half an hour. Nothing over 20 minutes. And you want to do it for about a week. And if they're completely fine with it, then you can go ahead and introduce them to the hutch. I would split the hutch in half by a cage divider first. Make sure there are no gaps where they can get in. And so you can see how they interact in the cage. And then if you see that they're fine, you can monitor them for about an hour, maybe half an hour one day with the divider out and them in the cage. And then you can leave them overnight. I wouldn't leave them overnight together in their hutch for at least 3 days after having them divided with a cage in their hutch. Okay, so now we are demonstrating what you do when you take the divider out of the hutch. You typically want 3 people guarding the hutch. One to watch the center and one to watch either box. If you only have one cage area and one box, that's okay, you only need 2. Just make sure you have someone covering every area so that you can reach the rabbits if they start fighting in any area. And after a while, so I would do this for about half an hour. After about 15 minutes, you can close the cage door. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Watch your feet, guys. And you can watch how they react. I wouldn't lock it quite yet, but after a couple of minutes, you can lock it. But make sure that it's easy to unlock and get to. And you can just let them do this. And when you need to leave or at nighttime, put the divider back in. So we're going to pretend it's nighttime right now, and we're going to put the divider back in. They might not cooperate, and they might go in the same place. Oh, nope, they're good. Okay. And you're going to keep the divider in all night. Make sure there is no gap and no place they can get to each other. Okay. So then, in the morning, do the same thing. Take it out and put it back in at night. I do this for about 3 days. And after the third day, if they're completely fine with it, yet again, it all depends on your rabbits. Make sure they like each other. Then you can take it out permanently, but make sure you have it on hand in case they do fight after a while. But then you can let them go, and you can give them a community litter box on them that you can just put in there. And if one rabbit is litter trained, the other one should do it too. And that is how we bonded our rabbits. The tables that we use for their hideouts are just lap tables for sitting around the TV. If you would like to get them, you can find them at Target and Walmart.